Hi family, welcome back to my channel. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. Hey, I'm actually enjoying recording videos because I like talking and I feel like that's better for everyone in this family. My husband is enjoying this. I'm pretty sure you can hear him laughing in the background because then I get to talk to myself and he takes a break from all the talking. So anyway, I recorded a video, but I don't know the order in which these videos will come out. But basically, the first video I recorded was the types of marriage contracts, and I was inspired by that. So I figured I might as well start talking about marriage, my experiences, and like I don't know, it'll be random. And yeah, since I'll be celebrating my first year of marriage in a month's time, so I figured I've learned a thing or two. So the one thing I wanna, I'm sorry, guys. Something happened. Something happened. Oh, we had technical difficulties. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you can see me clearly. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like the tripod I used, I don't know. Like something's happening. My husband will fix it after this. After this, but anyway, the one thing I wanted to talk about, which is very important to me, something I struggled with um, when I got married. Like, sorry, I had to fix that because I don't want you to be distracted by the TV and what's happening. My husband is watching TV. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about identity. Your identity when you get married, and not to lose yourself in marriage as well. Marriage is a good thing. Marriage is a great thing. Marriage is nice. Marriage is challenging. Marriage is wow. I don't know. I've enjoyed myself, but I do have to be honest. I think the first would you say 3 to 6 months, I struggled with my identity, and I'll explain why. Before you get married, you know yourself. You're determined. You are I knew what I wanted, I knew what I am, and I knew where I stood. But I don't know what happened from the day I got married to me trying to prove that I am super wife. And I will explain what I mean by being super wife. So I got married, and from the day I got married, I felt like I needed to prove myself to my in-laws. I needed to prove that their son chose wisely. Their son chose the perfect bride. So I would overcompensate. I would also like try to do above and beyond things I'm capable of. And I like when I started trying to do that, I started losing myself. I started forgetting who I am in a sense because I was trying so hard to impress my in-laws and to live up to their expectations and all of that. And I remember my husband, we're having a conversation because this is what happened. And for me, it was when the light switch went off because I was like, okay, yeah, no, I know. So at work, or the type of work that I do, we sometimes work overtime and all of that. So it was around that period where um, I was working long hours, and it was just a lot happening. And someone, like a family member from my husband's side of the family, someone very close to us, said to me, you know what, men get tired. You should try that whenever your man is here, you cook for him. You won't even have to worry about laundry basically because you have a washing machine. So you'll just put clothes there, go hang them, iron them, and all these requirements. And I think at the time, because of the fatigue and stress, I was just like, I was offended, number one. And the other thing is, I was just like, so women don't get tired because he's a man. And I remember, I think I've already mentioned that my husband and I don't work in the same city. So I remember calling him in the morning, like, oh, this person said this and that. And my husband asked me, like, when or who are you married to? Are you married to me or to them? I knew you and I knew what you were about before we got married. So I knew the requirements. I knew like the requirements of your work. I knew sometimes you're going to work overtime. I knew that sometimes you won't be able to do all these things. And mind you, I don't even expect you to do those things because some of these things I actually enjoy doing. Like I enjoy cooking, and on a day where I don't feel like cooking, I'll let you know, like, okay, honey, please take the one for the team and cook or whatever. But for now, why are you even bothered by what this person is saying? And that's when the light bulb went off, and he said something as well. He's like, remember, you're not here to impress anyone. You're here to be part of the family. So if you try to be superwoman and then live up to these expectations, you're raising the bar, yes, and maybe it's a positive thing, but you're overstretching yourself. The time will come where, because it's expected, they saw you doing these things, they will expect it and you won't be able to do it, and now they'll be disappointed, and it's just going to be a messy situation because also you'll be mad at yourself, you'll be mad at them, you'll be mad at the world. So it's very important that you remember that you are part of the family. You are not a stranger to the family. Yes, you're still trying to get to know your new family, but give yourself time, give yourself room to learn. So that's when we came back to me being me again. That's when I was free to say certain things, and I felt empowered to be myself. I would say my mother-in-law wants me to do something. I'm comfortable enough to say, Mommy, I don't know how to do this. I'm willing to learn. Or Mommy, I wasn't raised like that. At home we never did things like that, and I'm not willing to do certain things. You get what I mean? Like, obviously it's how you say it. You can't be rude or anything. You still need to be respectful. But I feel like for me now, I see myself as part of the Mabasa family or Hlongwane family. That's a story for another day. So now I'm like, I see myself as a child. I'm gonna learn just like any other child, and there are times where if I don't agree with something, I will voice my own opinion on that very thing. And yeah, and I pray that ladies out there, when you do get married, or if you are married to a man that will stand up for you, and a man that would remind you who you are when you start losing yourself. So that's what I have in any case where my husband, when it comes to his wife, especially with his family, he's within, he's very vocal. The moment he feels like I'm being treated unfairly, because sometimes you find that I also feel like, okay, if I say something now, I'll make my own family, like the Mabunda family, look bad. So he will be the one saying, nah, my wife is not doing that, and if you're not going to accept that, we are leaving, type of situation. So it's very important you get married to someone who'll stand up for you, and vice versa. If, say, we are at the Mabundas, if something was to happen or something is happening and I see it, I believe it's my duty as his wife to defend him and make sure that I protect his image as my husband. And yeah, so, well, marriage for me has been fun. I enjoy it. I don't know. I think when God is in it, and you pray together, you pray for him, he prays for you, it's fun, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if you want an extensive video on identity and everything else. Maybe, I don't know, I'll record it if you do say you want a video like that. But the one thing I will say, besides my husband doing the things and helping me snap back to my old me. The other important thing I started doing is praying about it, because I don't know, when I got married, not that I was told that this is how things are done. I felt like it was also expected, where you find that I don't even spend time with my friends anymore. I became distant for a minute because I was lost in my emotions and all of that. So I started slowly going back to my friends and chilling and talking to other newlyweds about my experiences, how they are dealing with their experiences, and realizing that what I was going through was nothing new. Or almost all the newlyweds that I talked to had issues of some sort, but eventually it's a learning progress. And the one thing someone, shout outs to Joy, said to me was that, how you respond to these things is also important. Don't give it power. Like sometimes respond, but in a jokingly way. Like if someone says something hurtful, or because sometimes people want to have opinions about your life with your partner, respond in a jokingly way where you do give them an answer about whatever it is they're saying, but be respectful. And yeah, remember, it's about you and your husband. At the end of the day, they are part of your family, but they also not the biggest priority. The biggest priority is you and your partner. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, may love, peace, grace be unto you. Bye.